Hey guys, welcome back to another Guild Wars 2 video. So today we'll be talking about the purpose of playing Guild Wars 2. So someone in my comment section down below commented that once you have everything, what's the point of even playing the game anymore, right? So my response to him is that, there are a lot of different skins in this game that looks way better than what I have. And so I would actually go and try to get those skins, especially those ones that are hard to get. Normally like the raid armor, the PvP legendary armor, like I would try to wear all of the skins that are very hard to get so that when I do show it off, people are able to see it and they'll ask me questions and saying like, hey, where'd you get that? And then I show them it and it's like, wow, that's actually pretty hard to get. So it's like an achievement, right? And so another thing is also titles, like everybody can wear titles. As you see throughout this entire area right here, everybody has a title, right? So another thing is getting those hard to earn titles, such as the Knight of Arena. It's pretty hard to earn. It's being a top 250 in SPVP. If you're above that, of course, kudos to you. But I mean, this is just to show like a little bit of proof that you know how to PvP just a bit, right? And I did not just get it once, or I got it multiple times. Here I have Merciless Legend, which is before they changed the title. Is also a top 250. So, and that's for PvP, right? And then you also want to show off whether you are good in PvE, right? So, in order to show off you're good in PvE, one of the titles that are mostly sought out for in PvE is the dances with demons. This is doing 100 CM without any of your parties dying. A lot of people probably have tricks to get this easily, but for me personally, I did not use any of these tricks, and I got it quite. It took my group and I quite a while to try to get this title. We didn't use no necromancer or anything. We just used firebrand and a warrior. It was not a conventional way of doing this. We got like a dedicated warrior who does no DPS, but except for just using CC skills, because that was a pain in the butt to get. And yeah, so like titles are a good way to, like, oh yeah, and Fractal God, that takes a long time, maybe a whole year of doing fractals every day to get the fractal title. I didn't do the calculation, but I think it's about a year or even half a year to a year, depending on how diligent you are in getting this title. So yeah, so that's another good thing to look forward to. In this game, it's all about fashion wars and like showing off your achievements. I think, at least personally, that's for me. That's my goal. Like, I want to, just walk around, people just see me and be like, wow, this guy accomplished things. But, for you, it's probably a different purpose. Like, you just play the game because of the gameplay is fun, the community is great, and you got friends in this game. You made a lot of friends. You guys have fun and all that stuff. Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. And there's also a lot of achievements in this game. A lot of people, or maybe some of the people, who like to do like 100% of the achievements and get the maximum amount of achievement points that they can get. And yeah, that's what keep them playing. What I notice is that for players who just quit the game, is because they are overwhelmed with so much things that this game has to offer, and they don't know which path to start. My advice to those types of player who doesn't have a like focus is just focus on one goal, and then from that one goal, just work your way up from there. When I was returning to this game, like I didn't start out going back into fractals or dungeons or anything or any group content. What I just did is just the personal story. As the game gets updated every single 2 weeks or so, every 3 months or so, and it gets added new content in the story journal, I go back and play it because I haven't played it in a long time. And yeah, like I just went into the story, just did it, listened to the story, and then all of a sudden it just started clicking to me that I wanted to do more. Like, I wanted to farm items, I wanted to do more things, get my gear all together, and start doing fractals again. Even for my dailies, the the daily quests, I don't even focus on these. Like right now, I didn't even do any of them, and I don't really find it like there's two gold over here. Most people will probably do their dailies, but I just don't have the motivation to do it. But Recently I have been trying to do the dailies now because it is easy to do, and now I'm more involved in the game just because I just felt like playing more of it. You know, Guild Wars 2 is not a game where you just put it down and never come back to it. It seems like a lot of people, they put it down for a while, but they come back to it and they become more active, and then they go off again and then they come back again. So that's what I like about Guild Wars 2. So I discussed all the purposes of why I like to play Guild Wars 2. Let me know what your goals are in Guild Wars 2. Why do you play Guild Wars 2? Is it the community? Is it the friendships, the bonds that you have made throughout your guild? Is it the gameplay, the PvP, the SPVP, World versus World, and all the game modes that this game has to offer? Is it the story? Is it, there's so many things in this game that any new player would be overwhelmed with. So hopefully, for those new players that are watching or are wanting to get into Guild Wars 2 and they don't have a purpose, try starting with just fashion. Start with getting at least 100 gold, Focus on one goal. And then from that one goal, just work your way up from there. But again, fashion is probably the main thing that you want to focus on because it is Fashion Wars 2 is one of the nickname. So look through the bank, so I also got all the convenience items that I ever want. So I got a permanent bank, endless extractor, and then if I had more shared inventory slot, I would put these. I also have the permanent self hairstylist, and this the prototype position winder. If you don't know what this is, it basically like if you're doing a jumping puzzle and you fell down, you can rewind back to the position where you did not fall. Very useful. And then I would put these there, like all these portals too. So as I was saying before, go to your bank access, and if you haven't seen this over here, wardrobe storage, you can see all the skins this game has to offer and you can mix and match. So before I would spend hours just mixing and matching my outfit, seeing what looks the best. Here, let me give you a little example. See, I can just click whatever and see if I like it and stuff. Look at this snowman head right there. And then so it has all the types here. You just pick and match if you want. Just I'm just making my character look so dumb. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, you do have people sometimes making some pretty nice cosplay and stuff. I made a Frosty the Snowman over here. Obviously, he's not. But yeah, so I would spend hours just clicking and matching. And then once I have a nice outfit that I like, I would try to go for that item. And that is a good direction for those players who are returning and are overwhelmed with so many things to do. Just look at your gear, look at your what you have, or your new players too. Look at what kind of outfits that they have in this game. Not outfits, but your equipment's wardrobe. Because outfits, they don't really give you a motivation to go hunt for these items because they're just a set. I wouldn't suggest getting any outfits unless you really like it, or if you want to role play or something like that. But if you want to like mix and match and show people that you earned each of these equipment pieces, you would just go and find it. Yeah. So yeah, I would spend a lot of time just mixing and matching these gears, and it's pretty fun for me. So hopefully you can adopt that kind of motivation to your gameplay, and hopefully we can see more people trying to get more of these items and trying to play the game just like it is. And if you ever need gold, there's that AFK farm that you can do, and 40 accounts that you can buy. But yeah, like, okay. So that's what I have today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And leave a like if you haven't liked the video already, and subscribe if you want more of my videos. They're kind of out of the blue sometimes, I just do random things. And subscribe!